Angry guy here and furious simps are attacking men who call out Filipinas for scamming passport kings. Let's just go ahead and jump right into this comment that I received from someone in response to my video calling out Filipinas that have been ripping off passport kings, taking them straight to the cleaners after pretending to actually care about them and love them for many years, just so that they could build themselves up and then run off with as much of their money as possible. As much of the passport king's money as possible. So let's read the response to this guy, because these Sims are just unbelievable. This is why I say these men, they only care about money and having an empty sack. Everything else doesn't mean anything to them. And they will fight over this. He says, dude, you are just trash talking. You do not know anything. If you find a good Filipina, she will love you endlessly and she will buy you stuff. You do not have to pay for everything. But keep in mind, most of them have a smaller salary and support family at home. The good ones are always at home, not going out. Also, use common sense. If you go find a gold digging 18-year-old bar girl and you're 50, you know they are with you only for your money. So keep it tight and enjoy the moment. I'm 47, mine is 42, has a job that pays more. She pays for everything. I struggle to keep up. She doesn't want my passport, and we are happy together. Guys, I told y'all about these people. I told y'all about these men. These men don't care about you. They don't care about your hardships. All right? As long as their belly is full and their sack is empty, they will say anything and they will jump on immediately to defend them, to defend the Filipina, to say that the Filipina is superior to Western women, that she's a different class of woman, that she is somehow better than Western women. This is crazy. They actually think that these women are superior. And the only reason why they think this is because they are well fed and their sack has been drained. Guys, I'm telling you, be careful of these men. Be very, very careful of these men, because these are the guys that are extraordinarily treacherous. They don't care about anything other than money and going for a swim in the vertical slide. You have to wake up. You have to wake up and know what you're getting into with these dudes. All right? Because they have no soul inside of them. Every time I show you videos where this guy has lost everything because, a foreign woman ripped them off, lied to them. They were living with her. She actually had a husband. They actually spent time with her. And somehow the guy never ends up even knowing that she had children because she didn't have them with her. She has a husband and children, but she took off on her family. You have to be so careful. You know how many of these guys went to church and they found a woman in church and she's a godly woman and everything else? And they didn't even have any type of physical relationship until they got married. She claimed that she had never been physical before she got married, and it didn't matter because she destroyed their life afterwards. And then they go back to the man and they say, it's your fault. There were red flags. You didn't choose right. And you have guys who do this twice, and they mess, and then their lives, they lose everything. And then the same exact people will come back and say, listen to me. It's your fault. You're accountable. Take responsibility for your life. You made that decision. These are the same people that are there talking about you can find a good woman and you need to stop with this nonsense and stop listening to these red pill guys. And then when you are living in the woods, they don't know you. They can't help you. You better not come into the church looking bummy because they will send you away. if you're enjoying my content, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications to never miss another video again, and like the video because it tells YouTube you're enjoying the content, you want to see more of it, so YouTube will show you more of it. But guys, this is the world, this is the reality that we live in, and you have to be so careful with these guys because this is what they always do. They immediately jump in to act like the Filipinas are superior and they're virtuous. You know, there was a story where a passport king almost got deleted by his Filipina. She has been taken into custody and she's on like I don't know if it's like $1 million bail. And this guy had to basically set up hidden cameras and basically, you know, track her for months because the cops wouldn't do anything about it when he went to them initially. So he set up hidden cameras and he basically had video evidence finally. And it was only after he had the video evidence that they finally acted, because she was putting bleach into this poor guy's coffee. I mean, guys, and then you know what the Simps immediately say? He did something to the Filipina. If he didn't do something to her, she would never have done this. Bro, she purchased a 200,000, not 200 peso, $200,000 house in the Philippines. The police, they believe that her motive was to cash in on his life insurance policy. But the Simps are determined that that's not the case. Oh, that's not the case. He did something to her, and that's the reason why she tried to do this, because the Filipinos are loyal, and no Filipino would ever do that. A Western woman, yes, but a Filipina, no, because the Filipinos are vastly superior. You don't understand their nature. They don't have that inside of them. The only way they would do something like that is if the man did something to them. He did something to deserve it. Guys, they don't see these women as human beings. They see them as goddesses. They are worshiping them. They're treating them as false idols. And guys, they can't see anything. They can't see any kind of clarity. They are lost, guys. All right? They cannot see beyond the haze. They're completely lost to it. There are some guys that were married to a Filipina for 10 years, and everything was perfect. And then suddenly she started to change and act funny one day. And then she started, you know, disappearing on them. More and more money started going missing. And then basically you find out that she was living a double life. She was ripping you off. You know, you might be surprised to find out that even some of those kids aren't even yours. All right? She was cheating on you with someone else. Even another foreigner. I mean, this is just the reality of it. And these dudes, they have no empathy inside of them at all for other men. And they think that these women are goddesses because they're so happy that some woman took them in and treats them well. And they don't seem to acknowledge that this woman is with you because she wants something from you. She doesn't actually love you. Okay? She can love certain things about you. She can love certain qualities. She can love the way you look. She can love the things that you do for her. She can love various things about you, but she will never love you as a person. But these men, they go absolutely ballistic if you ever criticize. And it's not criticizing. It's talking about a reality based on facts, based on the stories and experiences of other men who have been there. They immediately step in to refute it. You have a Filipina who tried to delete a passport king, and they are jumping and saying that no. The police are wrong. The police are wrong. They should let her out, and they should investigate him. They've already determined that she was trying to cash in on his life insurance. So immediately they're saying that he did something to her. And guess what? When they took her into custody, she immediately clammed up and lawyered up. She refused to answer any questions. Guys, this is why I am so demoralized when dealing with these dudes. I just block them as quickly as I can, but they keep popping up. I'm telling you, the reason why you have to block people like this dude, block women, block Simps, block people that bring this type of energy, is because our brains, we are machines. We are biological machines. And whatever information goes into you, inside of you, that programs you. That information controls you. These people, they will never change. Even when their lives are destroyed, a lot of them will still never change. They'll just go and rinse and repeat the process all over again. You have a lot of dudes out there, they have their lives destroyed in the Philippines. What do? Instead of moving on, they go and find another Filipina and repeat the same process all over again, because they're thinking, well, I had 10 good years with her, so I guess I'll just have to go and find another one to do it all over again with. Because that's the only thing that they want in life. Guys, so many men today live these ordinary, mediocre lives. Everyone is fighting in life to be ordinary right now. No one wants to be extraordinary. No one wants to have grit. No one wants to have standards. Because that's too hard. Telling y'all. I'm telling you. I'm sick of it. Stop letting people influence you. Also, you see posts, you see videos, you see these women like saying things like, "Oh, if you ask a woman what does she bring to the table, that you're not very smart," and they're trying to influence you, control your thinking. All right, mess with your subconscious. Don't allow it. All right, don't listen to. Do not allow people to put information into your mind. Don't listen to these people that say, oh, you should listen to everything that a person has to say. No, because those are the same people that are trying to exert influence over you. You must control the information that goes into your brain. Do not listen to everything that people say. They don't care about your point of view. They don't care about your reasoning. They are trying to gain influence. All right? They're trying to control you. The moment that they speak, those ideas enter your brain, and you may think that, oh, well, they don't influence me. But guess what? They will torment you, because even if you know that it is wrong, the more that they say it, the more people start to believe it, and the more that it can overwhelm you, especially if you're constantly hearing it day in and day out, day in and day out. Oh, there's a difference between the amount of money that a man makes and a woman makes. All right. And then you look at the facts, and you see that women are actually out earning men, and they've been out earning men for decades. But it does not matter, because they keep on repeating the same false statistics over and over and over until people either believe it or give up trying to challenge it. This is what people do. They will repeat lies and falsehoods over and over and over, no matter how many times it is found that they are lies. They will still keep on saying it until people just give up and accept them as it is. We live in a society today where there are consequences for telling the truth, but few consequences for telling a lie. And very often they will claim that the truth tellers are the liars. And when they cannot discredit you, when they cannot find a way to discredit you, what do? They say you're crazy. Because when you bring the facts and they cannot refute them, they'll say you're crazy. They don't call you a liar. They call you crazy. Because that's a way of diverting from the plain facts that are right in front of us. And when these people are caught red-handed, they'll turn around and say, you're an adult. I didn't tell you to do anything. I told you what I thought, and that's it. You can't blame me, and you can't hold me accountable. And I didn't actually say this. What I said was, and they'll completely switch it up. These people are not your friends, and I'm warning y'all right now, don't listen to them. Be very careful who you allow to speak and to get inside of your head. You don't need to. Guys, when you see these videos from these simps, from women who are trying to control you, shame you, demonize you, don't listen to them. Some of y'all will say, I'm laughing. Okay, maybe. But you consume too much of this stuff, even if it does not change your views, it can make you really feel like the world is even a much darker place than it already is. And it's a pretty dark place. But they want to demoralize you. They want you miserable. They want you to delete yourself. This is how weak people gain influence over the strong. By attacking their minds. By trying to break their spirits. But the moment that you stand up to them, you see exactly how weak they are. And of course, we live in a society where everyone is a powerful victim. How do these men survive? What do? They hide. Weak men, they hide behind women. Weak men hide behind women and children. And then they say that the women and children are at risk. So then everyone gets riled up, and then they hide behind them, and then use that mob and outrage to then go after that person, and also be protected by the mob. This is how these weak men operate. I learned it many years ago. I saw how they operate years ago, because they know that other men aren't going to come to their aid. So what they do is that they use women and children, and they create outrage using women and children. Think, oh, please think of the women, think of the children. And then, of course, the mob comes out, and they hide behind the mob and use the mob to do their dirty work, because they are weak men, and this is how they survive. I want to know if you guys agree with the things I said here. Guys, if there's a video you want me to review, or if you have a topic you would like me to discuss, you can check out the description to find out how you can reach out to me to submit your topic and have me discuss that for you. Guys, what do you think regarding what I've said here today? Do you agree with the things I've said? I want to know your thoughts on that. Let's talk about it more in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away, and cheers.